What's up, cunts? No. Hello, aliens, weirdos, and other outcasts. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Pride Month. At least it is Pride Month when I'm recording this. Hopefully it gets out in time. In order of the gals, gays, and theys, well, and the straight men, I guess, we're playing DRAMAtical Murder. If you don't know what kind of game that is, Google is free. I'm starting with Koujaku's route, then I will be working my way through the others. This is the order I will be playing it in. If you have any opinions on that, feel free to fight me in the comments. I might reply. I won't be voice acting the lines because that will be too much reading for me, I think. But I will be reading Auba's inner monologue, and I will be giving commentary where I want to. All right, enough chit chat. Let's just jump into the game. Yo, hello, this is editing alien speaking, actually. Before I actually jump into the game, I just wanted to say that I had some weird recording issues, so the image quality is a little bit weird on this one, but I think that will be okay. It's not unbearable, it's just a little bit noticeable if you know about it, so now I'm actually going to jump into the game. Alright, we're at the thinking scene. I have played the common route. I forgot to say that in the intro. If you don't really want to watch that 8-minute long video without commentary, I have a summary of it that basically summarizes the main point. We're starting with Koujaku. I get out of bed and leave my room. In the hall, I notice someone sitting at the stairs. Before I have the chance to speak, he turns.
Yo. コウジャク。何やってんだ、こんなとこで。ちょっとな。
I walk down the stairs and sit on the step just above him. The lights are off, so it's pretty dark.
本当は散歩でもしようかと思ってたんだが、ここまで来て迷ってよ。座ってたら時間が経っちまってた。考え事か？まあそんなとこだな。お前こそどうした？眠れねえのか？そうだな。いろいろあったから。つかお前、ほんと無茶しすぎなんだよ。
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be able to sleep either.
ラフラビットが出てきたり、変なガスマスクに懐かれてたり、しまいにはスクラッチまで出てくるしで。
He really doesn't like any of the other people.
ごめん。
Are you apologizing?
いや、悪い。そうじゃねえんだ。責めようと思って言ったんじゃなく、なんだ。さっきのタエさんの話もあっただろ？だから、心配っつうかな。そうだよな。お前にはほんとたくさん心配かけて。待て、違う。そういうんじゃなくて、なんつんだ。お前、抱え込むとこあるだろ、昔から。だから些細なことでも話せば、少しは楽になるんじゃねえのかなって、お前見てて思うんだよ。でもお前がそうなのは昔からだもんな。別にそれが悪いって言ってるわけじゃねえし。悪かねえんだけどよ。お前そういうのは言わないと気づかねえだろ。だから俺も言い続けるっつうか。
Sorry, I know I'm being quiet, but I just don't really know what to say to this. Oh, is it really sweet?
水木のこともよ。
Shut up!
あんま気にしすぎんな。つっても、そんな簡単なことじゃねえだろうけど。
I know I'm being quiet, but I don't really know what to say here. It's a very sweet conversation. It's very nice of Koujaku to, like, be nice, I guess. I don't know. It shows their friendship, I guess. I'm gonna shut up now.
そうするのが無責任に感じるなら、俺のせいにしていいから。
Aw. I'm sorry, but they're so gay already. I'm sorry. I know bros can be friends. He glances back at me like he wants to say something, but ruffles his bangs instead. I think I missed a few things here. Yeah. Oops. Apologize for that. But, you know.
お前の力、スクラップだっけか。あれもよ、お前がそうだから怖いとかやばいとかそういうの、俺は思わねえから。お前がライムやってたってのは、ちょっと意外だったけどな。
That's such a weird thing to say. Like, I know it doesn't change anything about Aoba's personality, but I mean, if my best friend told me tomorrow that
I played Genshin Impact when I found out I have a superpower that sent people into comas,
I wouldn't really care about the Genshin Impact part.
俺も本当に忘れてたんだ。隠してたわけじゃない。
Why are you guilty about that?
わかってる。長年お前見てりゃ嘘ついてるかどうかくらいわかる。でもそのこともあんまり引け目に感じるなよ。お前責めたって何の意味もねえし、お前が一番苦しいんだろうし。今俺たちは俺たちができることをする。ただそれだけだ。
This is like the most like, you know when you're like not thinking before you're speaking, and then you have to take back what you've said because you're saying it to someone. That's how it sounded like. Legitimately, you know, I could always see through you when you're lying. Not that you're bad at it though. I mean, I'm just I'm psychic. I don't know. I think it's weird and I think it's funny. I love Koujaku.
ありがとう。
He lets out a little sigh and smiles.
これからプラチナジェイルに乗り込むんだぜ。何が起きてもおかしくねえし、どうなるかもわからねえ。
Well, yeah, because you're doing something really, really stupid.
お前も少しでもいいから寝て、体休めとけ。な。
そうだな。そうする。でもお前も同じだぞ。ちゃんと休めよ。
お、俺もそうするから心配すんな。
それじゃ、おやすみ。
おやすみ。
I get up and head back to my room. This whole conversation, I don't know why, but my head is just going to, you know the meme when there's like two guys and it's like, hey bro, yeah bro, I love you bro, as gay bro, as a friend bro, bro. I feel a bit more relaxed. Talking to Koujaku helped. I need to focus on moving forward, and that'll require my full attention. Maybe when we get to Platinum Jail, I might learn something that could help save Mizuki. Hopefully. I lie down and close my eyes, determined to get as much rest as I can. My friends are counting on it. Don't give up yet. Aoba, stay determined. If you don't know this reference, how? Oh, wow. By the time I finally start to drift off, the sun is already peeking through my curtains. I almost went full-on accent there. My coil rings, dragging me out of my slumber. This song is so fucking awesome.
はい。
青葉さん、寝てましたか?
That voice. I look at the name on my coil.
おう、どうした？
大変ですよ。落ち着いてよく聞いてください。警察があなたの家へ向かっています。
He's saying that. He's saying that with a voice that sounds so lighthearted. I know that's probably not the intention, but what I hear when I hear this is like, hi, how you doing? Are you good? Yeah, the police are coming over to your house. Yeah, I just thought I would warn you about that. This jolts me wide awake. I lean forward, bringing my coil closer to my face.
なんでだよ。
わかりません。ただ、かなりの人数がそちらへ向かったようです。
This actually kind of reminds me of the anime. Where I think in the anime he goes,
The only thing that makes them go faster than this is donuts.
I don't know why, but that's just the funniest shit to me.
マジか。
It does sound like he's kidding, I will be
とにか
honest.
く、逃げるか隠れるかしてください。うちも警察が動いたせいでちょっとざわついてるので、また何かあったら連絡します。青葉さん、どうかお気をつけて。
At least now he sounds kind of worried, I guess. What the hell is going on? Suddenly, the gentle light at my window doubles in intensity, as if the time leapt forward, skipping straight to noon. I get out of bed, walk to the window, and part the curtains slightly.
眩しい。
Yeah, it is really bright. Did they just turn up the brightness? I squint trying to see outside. And I squint trying to see the screen. No, I'm kidding. And there, early in the morning haze, I see a crowd of police officers and their vehicles assembled in front of my building. In front of my building. Why did I say that?
とっとと出てこい。ここにいることは分かってるんだぞ。このテロリストどもめ。
Terror. Yeah, what the hell? I agree, Oma. That's Akushima's voice.
お前らの罪状はこうだ。不法侵入、器物破損、その他もろもろもろもろ、ありとあらゆるものをひっくるめたすべてだ。
I don't know why, but I really like the way that Akushima speaks.
出てこい。世良垣青葉とその一味どもが。
I don't know, it's just funny with fun to me. The sound of my name drives it home. This mess is about me. Since when am I a terrorist? You know what? That is fair. I throw on my clothes, wake up Ren, and run downstairs. I almost said run. I run downstairs. Granny, Koujaku, Mink, Noise, and Clear are in the living room. Even Mr. Haga and Mrs. Yoshi are here. Are there. Miss Yoshi, sorry.
オーバ
Hi, Koujaku.
ー。マスタ
Hi, Clear.
ー。ばあちゃん、なんか外に警察がワンサがいるんだけど、つか、名指しで呼ばれてるんだけど。
I think they could hear that.
面倒なことになったね。ちょっと青葉ちゃん、何がどうなってるのよ。
I love the way that she speaks. Alba! Dear, what on earth is going on? I don't know why, but she's so funny to me.
タエさんに頼まれた件の準備が終わったので来たんですけど、なんだか大変なことになってるようですね。
I shouldn't be laughing.
あいつらどういうつもりか知らないけど、私たちは青葉ちゃんの味方だからね。
そうですとも。
ありがとうございます。でも、俺にも何がなんだかさっぱりで。
トエだろうね。
I love her so much.
トエ
お前が昨日スクラップを使ったのをモルヒネとやらが報告したんだろう。早速お前に興味を示したってとこか。
早く出てこい。来なければこっちから行くぞ。いいな。よーし、突入の準備だ。
I was like, how does he know? But it's probably because of like Miskis, right? Obviously, if like one of the biggest gang leaders gets that badly hurt, then obviously people are going to know about it.
お前たち、早く勝手口から逃げな。
あいつやるっつったらマジでやるぞ。ここは私たちで何とかします。だから青葉くんたちは早く勝手口から外へ。
そうよ。悪いことばっかしてろくに働かない警察なんてぶっ飛ばしてやるんだから。
Oh my god.
羽賀さん、吉江さん、 ばあちゃんもありがとう。
Oh, imagine a fight scene.
突撃
Holy shit. Imagine a fight scene with Miss Yoshi and a policeman. Serious, that would have just been awesome.
あば行くぞ。
We race out the back door. Behind us, I hear the police storming the place. Granny, Mr. Haga, Miss Yoshi, I'm sorry. Please be safe. I wish I could see them kick those asses. The back door leads to a narrow path sandwiched between two walls. We slip through and into a slightly wider alley. I love the art in this.
そっちは警官がいます。足音が聞こえます。
Damn. He's right. I hear footsteps ahead of us. I was gonna say I love the art in this game. Like,
いたぞ、こっちだ。
it's giving such like atmosphere. That's an interesting noise. They found us. We're screwed if they catch us in this alley.
固まるな。散らばれ。
I like Mink. I know I won't later, but I like him now. Spurred by Mink's command, we split off in different directions.
Over!
Hi, Koujaku. Koujaku and I happen to choose the same direction. Yeah, just happens to choose the same direction. It's not like he followed you.
とにかく走るぞ。
ああ
We run, sprinting through the sprinting through alleyways and taking random turns. There's no time to think about where we're going. How far have we run? We finally stopped to check the area. Shouldn't you do that before you run? But yeah. I don't hear footsteps behind us anymore. How we lost them? Koujaku and I find a wall to lean against and catch our breath. I feel like my lungs might burst. You know what? I hate that feeling. I've had that feeling before. Just as I'm starting to feel like I can't breathe again, my coil beeps. Sorry, I cannot pronounce the word coil. I apologize very deeply for that, but I genuinely cannot pronounce it the right way, so coil it is.
ゲームアプリの配信だ。
Hi, Ren.
またつうかこんな時に
Koujaku's coil chimes too.
ん？俺のところにも何か来たぞ。
青葉と同じじゃねえか。ゲームアプリの配信だぜ。
マジか。
どうやら自動再生するタイプのようだ。
え？
Sorry, I know that I should probably be saying stuff, but I genuinely do not know what to say. I'm not the one playing. Just saying, this is autoplay. Completed. What was completed? The level? This is just like awkward to watch because I'm just sitting here in silence. Should I just narrate everything? Oh my god. It's a door. And the character walked through the door. And there's an orb there that covers the screen. Sorry. Toei. Of course. Like, fucking of course it's...
なんだこりゃ。よくわかんないゲームだな。プレイできねえし。
You know what, Koujaku? I agree. Also, invitation. I want to read this. Platinum Jail, we're looking forward to seeing you at this great opportunity. I don't know if it's just my screen, but it's very blurry, the text, I can't really read it that well, but please bring this invitation. This invitation is valid for one person only. Free drinks and finger food available. I don't know what this says. I'm very sorry. Please someone tell me what this is. We expect a big crowd. Thank you for your understanding. This invitation is brought to you by Toei. That's what it says.
コウジャクは今回が初めてか？
ああ、
Oh
見
my
たことねえ
god.
な、こんなもの。
言っただろ？デモムービーだけが配信されてくるゲームがあるって。
こいつのことか。
けど、この最後の招待状ってのは、これでプラチナジェイルに入れるってことか？
ん？招待状？そんなの俺のとこには来てねえが。
ほら、これ。
確かに招待状みたいだな。
Wait, what? Oh, he's just replying to himself.
俺のところにだけ来たのか。
Oh, he did say he didn't get one. More incomprehensible shit from this game. Though, actually.
ばあちゃんがさらわれるの、やっぱりこのゲームが予言してたんじゃないかって思えてきた。
まさか。
I'm sorry. I would have said this too. If my friend, even though I love them very, very much, I love my friends. If my friend came up to me and said,
Dude, you're not gonna believe this. I got this game in the mail. And I think it's predicting the future.
I would have said, I think that's just in your head too. I don't blame Koujaku for this at all.
でも、ゲームの内容とほぼ同じようなことがその後実際に起きた。
Well, to be fair, yeah, he's right about that. It did happen.
じゃあ、今回のはどういう意味があるって言うんだ？
洞窟、宝箱、鍵、大きな扉。
Probably tells
まあ
you.
ゲームはともかく、その招待状は嘘じゃねえかもな。マジでプラチナジェイルへご招待ってことか。
That's pretty much what I think. That's supposed to get you into Platinum Joe. My coil beeps again. This time, it's a message. From who? Noise? Oh, Mr. Haga. I don't know why my mind went to noise. Probably because he's the hacker, but you know. Probably not. Mr. Haga. Secret path to Platinum Jail. I was supposed to escort you, but there's been a change of plans. Please proceed to D86 in the North Quarter. We'll meet there. A spot is marked in red on the left edge of the wall surrounding Platinum Jail. Where? Oh. That's actually kind of embarrassing. I genuinely didn't see that.
ハガさんと合流する。行こう。
おうよ。
That smirk. That fucking... We head north. That fucking lady killer smirk. Damn. Sorry. The place Mr. Haga marked turns out to be the entrance to an underground passage on the outskirts of the North Quarter. A collection of broken barricades has accumulated in front of it. We find Mr. Haga there. He gives me a modified stun gun for self-defense. Damn, okay. According to him, the underground passage was used for transporting materials during Platinum Jail's construction. The plan was originally for Platinum Jail to encompass the entire island, which is why the transport route extends to the old residential district. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Why would you, like, have a random pathway if you're not using it? But yeah, that makes a lot more sense. With those plans halted, all that remains is this piece of infrastructure. Though largely forgotten, the path will take us right to the front gate of Platinum Jail. We move the barricades out of the way and head down the rusty stairs. I still think this is a really stupid idea, and I genuinely cannot for the life of me understand why they're going to Platinum Jail in the first place. The tunnel is suddenly I have a lisp. The tunnel is pitch black and seems to go on forever. At the end, we find a staircase. At the top is a place the likes of which I've never seen before. Right. A giant white gate towers before us. So this is a gate to Platinum Jail. Should we really keep going? You know what? As you're nothing, as this person who's just playing this game, no, you really shouldn't. It's gotta be a trap, right? Yeah. Despite the doubts looming in my head, we press on. Yeah, okay, so trust your gut, I guess. When the gates open, we are greeted by cheerful music and the sound of firecrackers.
なんだ
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
ようこそ日本最大級最高級の愛と夢と癒しの娯楽施設プラチナジェイルへ
A strange-looking panda, were they going for cute? Totters out to greet us. I see 5 white doors behind.
ここは選ばれた人しか入れない地上の楽園だよ。どうぞ心ゆくまで楽しんでいってね。
地上の楽園？
怪しさ全開だな。
Not at all bothered by our lack of enthusiasm, the panda cheerfully pushes a button on the wall.
さて、君たちの行き先はどこになるのかな？ウキウキルーレットスタート
I love that. This is my favorite character in the game. Oh, do I have to do something?
なるほどなるほど。君たちの行き先はフレームウィローだよ。さあ、こちらへどうぞ。
Flame Willow. Alright. The panda goes to the leftmost door and starts to dance around.
ここは情熱的で愉快痛快なみんなが集まるエリアだよ。きっとその楽しさに君の胸は高鳴りまくりなはず。そんな期待を抱いていってらっしゃい。
はあ？なんなんだよあのパンダ。わけわかんねえな。けどまあ、こっから先はしっかり用心しねえとな。
ああ。
This motherfucker just wants to fight everyone all the time. I'm sorry, like, in the common route, if you haven't seen the common route, basically, Koujaku was being like, I'm gonna kill him, throughout most of the, like, first common route. Anyway, this panda is like, hey, you guys are going to have so much fun here, and Koujaku's like, I'm gonna kill him. This is almost certainly a trap, but we're too far to turn back now. You know what, I
ドアの横にある認証モニターに入園チケットもしくは招待状をかざしてね。
I was gonna say, Alba, I value your determination. And
招待状ってこれか？
You have one invitation. I open the invitation on my coil and approach the screen. This is a stupid question. I'm sorry. I should...
プラチナ ID を認証しました。青葉様とお連れ様。ようこそ、プラチナジェイルへ。それでは、入場手続きを開始いたします。お連れ様のゲスト ID を発行いたします。お連れ様のコイルをモニターにかざしてください。
Koujaku touches his coil to the screen.
認証されましたので、ゲスト ID を送信いたしました。すべての権限はプラチナ ID に帰属します。ゲスト ID 単体での使用は制限される場合がございますので、ご注意ください。詳しくは、インビテーションカードのサービスの項目をご覧ください。それでは、楽しい時間を。
The music just stopped. That was kind of ominous, to be honest. The music in this game just slaps, though. Like, honestly, it's freaking awesome. We pass through the door and find ourselves in a world of red. Yeah, it's very red, except for, like, that white building that... Okay, we are ignoring. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. The buildings are red. No. The buildings have an old-fashioned Japanese feel to them, but are kind of modern at the same time. And the sky is filled with glittering stars. You'd never see something like this in the old residential district. What, stars? You don't have stars in the residential district? But the weather and the time of day are artificial in Platinum Jail. I've heard it's almost always night inside. Supposedly the idea is to make it feel like a party every day, or to make it more relaxing or something, I don't know. But the most prominent thing in the sky is a tower, the symbol of Platinum Jail. Yeah, I was thinking, because it really does stand out, doesn't it?
あれがオーバルタワー。
Has he mentioned Oval Tower before? Because I don't remember it. I've heard rumors, but this is my first time seeing it. It's your first time in Platinum Jail, isn't it? There's something unsettling about it. Like, it's watching everything I do.
フレームウィローね。
Koujaku glances up at the sign, then looks around the area.
なんか妙な雰囲気だな。とりあえず右も左もわかんねえしよ。
You do fit
まず
right in though.
情報を集めねえと。
Oh, my apologies.
そうだな。
あの招待状にはこのエリアのこととか書いてなかったのか？
ちょっと見てみる。
If it does, I will be very surprised. Oh. I open the map attached to the invitation.
プラチナジェイルのマップか。このマークされてるとこは？
滞在する施設の場所だろう。
早速行ってみるとしますか。
ああ、ねえ、この施設までのナビを。
あら Oh my, okay. Hearing a voice behind me, I turned to see a pair of women standing there. Oh god, I forgot that Koujaku was a womanizer. Although their clothes are loud and gaudy? I have no idea what that word is. Their expressions and mannerisms give them an air of elegance. They're guests of Platinum Jail after all. I assume they must be heiresses or something. This guy is the gayest man in the history.
あなた、素敵な服を着てらっしゃるのね。
Damn, okay. One of the women is staring intently at Koujaku. It doesn't look like he knows her.
ああ、どうも。
可愛らしい小鳥まで連れてる。
I love her voice. And you have such an adorable little bird friend.
こいつはベニって名前だ。
お
あなたたち、こちらにはまだいらしたばかりなの？
つより今来たばっかりで。
そうよね。キョロキョロしていたからそうじゃないかと思ったわ。
まあ。
Koujaku smiles, suddenly freezes. His eyes are fixed on one of the women. Okay. She has a tattoo of a large black spider on her neck. That was a spider? I thought that was a scorpion. A smaller but three-dimensional golden spider is sitting atop it. Her all-mate, obviously. Oh.
何かしら?
Well, you have a very big tattoo on your face. The woman gives Koujaku a curious look. He immediately forces the smile back onto his lips. Why are you flirting?
あはは、悪い。ちょっと見とれちまって。
Jesus.
まあ、私に興味があるの？
そりゃまあ、男ならみんな女には興味あるだろうな。
Oh my god.
面白い人ね。
The women giggle cheerfully. Oh,
私たちこれからパーティーなの。と言っても堅苦しいものじゃないのよ。ゆったりと遊べる場所。もしよかったらあなたも一緒にいかがかしら。
Koujaku, get your dick in your pants. Koujaku falls silent. He's gonna turn them down. At least, that's what I thought, but then the silence drags on. Poor Abba. Hey, come on. You're not seriously considering, are you? I know you're a lady killer and all, but time and place, man. Time and place, man.
ここは楽園。私たちは導かれた人間よ。いわば家族も同然なの。だから身構えることは何もないわ。気を楽にして。
そうだな。そういうことなら連れてってもらおうか。
え
I can't believe my ears. You know what? That's
おい、コウジャク!
That's a dick move. I'm sorry. Koujaku leans in close to my ear.
こういう時こそ情報ってのは拾えるもんだ。任せとけ。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
そういうことじゃなくて。
心配すんなって。コイルで連絡は取れるみてえだし。よっと。
Why wouldn't your coil work? Koujaku fiddles with his coil. A few seconds later, mine beeps. I'll meet you at a room later. Send me the map.
その子はいいのかしら？
ああ、俺一人だ。独り占めしたいんでな。
Ew!
じゃあな。
コウジャク!
Oh my god. This whole conversation is so awkward to me because I keep imagining Koujaku just flirting with these women and just Aoba in the background like, hey, I am also here. Remember why we're here, Koujaku? Hello? Koujaku walks off, one arm around the women. One arm around each of the women. Whammin'. Sorry. I just stand there, stunned, and watch him go. Go get your man.
なんだよあいつ。なんかちょっといくらなんでも ひどくね？なあレン。
You sound like a jealous boyfriend. Or girlfriend. Wait, no, boyfriend. Eren pokes his head up out of my bag. I hope you'll echo my frustration.
女好きなのは知ってたけどさ。まさかここまでとか思わねえし、普通。
Calling your friend a man.
公爵らしいといえば公爵らしいが、今の状況にはふさわしくない行動だ。
あいつだって分かってるはずなんだけどな。情報収集とは言ってたけど。
Why are you there in the first place?
彼がそこまで浅はかだとは考えにくいが。
俺もそう思うんだけどさ。
I can feel the unease growing in my chest. As a jealousy, perhaps? No, I'm kidding. I know I'm making fun of him, but, like, I do get his frustration. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about, but I can't shake my feeling of disappointment. Oh, so I was right, it is jealousy. I never would have thought he'd run off with some girls in a situation like this. What am I even supposed to do now? Go to the place?
まあ、起きちまったことはしょうがねえよな。俺は俺で情報収集と行くか。
ああ。
I walk around for a bit, following the map of Platinum Jail on my coil. Oh, now I get why they're there. Sorry, I'm an idiot. It's because of the invitation and the game and stuff, right? Oh, oops. I completely overlooked the fact that the reason they're leaving in the first place is because of the police. And then they're going to Platinum Jail because, like, of the invitation, right? Or am I stupid? Whatever. Everywhere I look, an ad keeps catching my eye. Special celebration. It's plastered all over massive digital posters and billboards, so I couldn't avoid it even if I wanted to. That has to be the event Granny mentioned. It's probably a good idea to go. I don't think so, but you know. Unfortunately, that's about all the attention I get from my walk. I'm starting to get fed up with all the signs and praising Platinum Jail and Toei. That's fair.
ちょっと疲れてきたな。
Imagine just making a place.
ずっと動きっぱなしだからだろ
う。うん。
Have you? Because it just looks like you're.
例の施設に行ってみるか。レン、ナビ頼む。
了解。
I'm sorry, but that would have been my first thought to do. I decide to stop by a fast food place on the way. Even little things can get to me when I'm hungry, so filling my empty stomach is a priority. Of course, this is Platinum Jail's fast food. Even the storefront is fancier than anything you'd find in the old residential district. So I'm a little hesitant to go in. I would have been too. Honestly, I would have thought the food was artificial. But I manage. Then, following Ren's directions, I finally arrive at my destination. Does the door say glitter? Wait, what? Oh, glitter. Sorry, I genuinely thought it said glitter. The place is what it looks like.
Huh?
The place is in what looks like a residential district. Rows upon rows of extravagant villas. Sorry, I messed up a little bit there. Ours is a smaller building towards the end. Compared to the other buildings, it looks a bit older. Yeah, it says glitter. There's a plate with the word glitter set above the door. The neighboring building has a different word above its door, so I assume it's the building's name. I would have thought that too. I hold my coil up to the screen next to the door. After the telltale click of the lock, I turn the old-fashioned doorknob. When I step inside, my eyes go wide. The interior looks just as old-fashioned as the place did from the outside. Yeah, that's kind of weird. If you're in like a cyberpunk world, there's a huge clock, a table, and even a sofa. Every piece of furniture looks like an authentic period piece. And it's all in perfect condition. Sorry, I don't know what is going on with me. Maybe I've been doing too much reading, but...
すげえな。
I head up the staircase at the end. I head up the staircase at the back to check out the second floor. The first area of the stairs is like a den. It has a TV, a small bar, and a couch. Damn, that's a lot of liquor. There are several There are several rooms down the hall next to it. Bathrooms, I assume. No, bedrooms, I assume. Why did I say bathrooms? After giving the second floor a quick once over, I go back downstairs to take a seat on the sofa. I lay out the food I bought on the way. I figured even fast food would be expensive here, but it actually wasn't that bad. Awesome. Imagine living in Norway then. Now, what does the food here taste like? I pick up the hamburger and take a bite. There's something kind of weird about the texture of the meat. It's human meat. No, I'm kidding. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't say that. I played Sally face. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I guess it tastes expensive or something. It's not what I'd call delicious. It makes me long for the taste of cruder food I'm used to. While nibbling at the burger, I check my coil. Did Koujaku text you? I sent Koujaku a message while I was waiting for my order, but he hasn't replied.
ほんとどうなってんだあいつ。
Well, you know what he's doing, so cut the jealous boyfriend act. I sigh, remembering him walking off with a woman on each arm. We need to talk about that special celebration thing.
あんまりフラフラしてっと長年の信用もなくなっちゃいますよってんだ。バカ。
He's so mad. Grumbling to myself, I start to clean the table. I was gonna say why, but he was just eating on it. After I finish, I spend some time dozing off on the sofa. I check the time on my coil when I wake up. It's almost dawn already. Koujaku is still out.
あいつ、本当に何やって。
I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I would have been mad too. Just then, the front door opens. I jump up and turn the clock. I jump up but turn to look. Koujaku.
寝てたか。悪い。起こしちまったな。
Well, to be fair, it's not really like he could have gone up to sleep. Koujaku smiles awkwardly, but I don't miss the expression that smile hides. When he walked through the door, Koujaku had a dark, drained look on his face. An expression like that is drastically out of character for him. Honestly, yeah. I'm suddenly anxious to know what happened. My plan to give him an earful is forgotten.
遅くなっちまった。悪い。
Why
Oh,
is
well.
that? All of a sudden.
本当遅かったな。何やってたんだよ、お前。
ちょっとな。
Nothing much, huh? But Koujaku doesn't explain any further. He heads straight for the stairs.
おい、ちょっと待てよ。
Koujaku stops and turns around. That
情報は
expression.
そのために言ったんだろうが。
ああ。さすがにしょっぱなは大したこと聞けなくてな。収穫なしだ。すまん。
Why were you out so long then? What the hell? I can't stop myself from glaring.
コウジャク、ちょっといいか？
Well, to be fair, it's not like you were doing anything that productive either, Abba. Like, I'm sorry, I know you're big worried for your friend and, you know, jealousy is an ugly feeling, but, I mean, you weren't really that productive either. You were just checking out the place, right?
おう。
別に、お前がどこで何しようと、俺は構わねえし、女と遊びたきゃ遊べばいいと思う。けど、仮にもこれからやばいことになりそうだって時に、なんつうか、わかるだろう。うまく言えねえけど、空気とかそういうの。
Koujaku frowns apologetically.
そうだな。つい悪い癖が出ちまった。変な心配かけてごめんな。
まあ、別にいいんだけどさ。
He apologized, so I can't really say anything else. An awkward silence fills the room. It looks so sad. No. I tried to change the subject.
そういやお前、飯は食ったのか？
おう、食ってきた。
そうか。
つかよ、この建物。
Koujaku looks around the room.
いろんな意味ですげえな。外観と全然違うし。
ああ、俺も最初見たときは驚いた。
2階は行ったか？
寝室がある。
そうか。それじゃあ早速休ませてもらうかな。
Koujaku hurries upstairs, like he's trying to get away. But he pauses at the top of the stairs to look at me.
お前もソファーじゃなく、ちゃんと部屋入って休めよ。って俺が言えたことじゃないが。じゃあ、おやすみ。
Koujaku disappears down the second hall. The second floor hall. For a while I just stare at the spot where he vanished. I don't know what to describe what I'm feeling. What the hell was he doing that whole time? He avoided my questions. That annoys me, but most of all, it makes me anxious. Something's going on. He seemed weirdly distant while we were talking, like his mind wasn't all there. Maybe he feels guilty. Maybe things went south with those women. Or that, I guess. If that's all it was, he brought it on himself. What do I care about them anyway? Yeah, right. You don't care at all. I sigh, trying to shake my unease, and head up the second floor. I listen carefully before picking a room to avoid walking in on Koujaku. The room isn't particularly large, but it's clean and well furnished. I flop onto the bed. Man, what is up with him? I stare up at the ceiling as words of frustration cycle through my head. It's been like this ever since Koujaku walked off. I must be tired because as my thoughts circle around the issue, I start to get sleepy. I dozed off on the couch earlier, but nothing beats sleeping on a real bed. I feel as light as a feather. It's getting hard to keep my eyes open. Slowly, I give in and drift off to sleep. Oh. I wake up early next morning. Or rather, a noise wakes me up. And that's where I think we're gonna leave this video. I'm not really good at goodbyes, so... I hold my coil up to the screen next to the door after the I hold my coil up to the screen next to the door after my telltale click of the lock. I turn... Why am I so dumb? I hold my coil up to the screen next to the door. After the telltale click of the door... After the telltale click of the lock, I turn... What? I turn the old-fashioned doorknob and enter. Oh, what's wrong with me? I'm so dumb. Oh. There's a huge... I thought it said Glock. There's a huge Glock on the table. There's a huge clock of... There's... I'm leaving this in. I thought I should cut it out, but you know what? I'm leaving it in.